A Guten Moed. It's the second day of Chol Hamoed Pesach. We have the mitzvah to be happy, and Baruch Hashem, we have many reasons to be happy. Each of us has different reasons to be happy, and we also have reasons to be unhappy. For some people, the reason to be unhappy is the tremendous loss of life that we've been experiencing as a community and as individuals. The suffering, the lack of health, the people in the hospitals, the people who left behind from the hospitals, waiting, davening for those people to become better. For some people, it's the difficulty of the situation. For some people, it's the problematic relationships or financial stress. In ordinary times, these difficulties could be more easily ignored or sidestepped. But these days, every missing piece is magnified and amplified and just more nerve-wracking. So, how do we stay happy even when we have reasons to be unhappy? I was thinking about this yesterday, and a story popped up in my head, the story of Reb Mendel Futterfass. He was a chassid in Soviet Russia. He had tremendous mesiras nefesh, first to support yeshivas financially. As a young man, Reb Mendel was successful in his business, and he used all the money he had to support the underground yeshivas so that Torah learning and Torah living could continue to flourish. Years later, at the end of World War II, the Russian government was allowing people with Polish passports to return to Poland. It was a tiny, tiny window of opportunity, and thousands of people wanted to take advantage of that window. They so desperately wanted to leave Russia, and previously and without this little window, they would be unable to. Reb Mendel was part of a large operation of Askanim Hasidim who forged passports or matched real passports with different families, Torah-observant families, to help them escape from a land where Torah life was a capital crime into freedom. I know my own grandmother and my father and his brothers were able to leave Russia on this kind of passport. Reb Mendel was eventually caught, sadly, and he was imprisoned in Russian labor camps for 14 years. When he was released and reunited with his wife and children, he shared many stories of Hashgacha Pratis and lessons in Avodas Hashem that he gained from his experiences. Here's one story that he shared. He said that one time he was sitting near a group of prisoners who were talking. He heard them speak about their losses and their profound, bitter unhappiness. One of them said, "I used to be a doctor. I was the head of the hospital. I was the leader of the most elite research team, and now I have nothing." Another said, "Yes, I get that. And I was an engineer. I was successful. I designed such important projects, and now I'm designing nothing at all." Another person there was a journalist whose pen influenced every home in Russia. Now he had no pen, no voice, no impact. He felt worthless. This went on until every person in the room had spoken. And finally, one of the people in the group turned to Reb Mendel and said, "What about you? Why do you seem different? Why are you not bitterly sad like the rest of us?" Reb Mendel said, "You are sad because you lost everything that your life was about. I didn't, not at all. I was a servant of Hashem, and I am still a servant of Hashem. It's only the circumstances that have changed, nothing more than that." When our life is about serving Hashem, when that's our starting point, our goal, when serving Hashem is the reason we are living, it's also the reason for our happiness. As servants of Hashem, we're willing to serve Hashem on His terms. Everything else is secondary. By contrast, many of us are happy to serve Hashem, but only on our terms. And when our terms aren't met, when we don't have what we think we need, we get frustrated, drained, annoyed. We get sad and depressed. We get into bad moods. If I'm honest with myself, I can admit that the reason I get sad and into a bad mood these days is because in that moment, in that day, I'm not seeing myself primarily as Hashem's servant. I'm seeing myself as a person who has a life, who has an agenda, who has an idea of what that life is supposed to be like. And when that reality doesn't cooperate with my idea, with my agenda, or even, if I dare say, when Hashem doesn't cooperate with that idea, with that agenda, with my vision of how reality should be, I'm upset. And my personal vision of reality is that Mashiach should come right now. I think every person should be healthy. Every person should be physically, emotionally, spiritually healthy. Everyone should naturally have healthy, easy, fun, happy, meaningful relationships. I think everyone should have a lot of money, like really a lot of money. L'chaim to that, it's a tefillah. Everyone should be gesund. Everyone should have a lot of nachas, parnasa, everything barachava. L'chaim to seeing Mashiach in the Beis HaMikdash today. At the same time, who am I anyway? Who are we? We are servants of Hashem. We are His foot soldiers on the front lines, doing mitzvahs, doing what He wants, doing what Hashem wants. And so we accept with humility that He sets the agenda. We don't. And being able to serve Hashem, being able to do a mitzvah here and now is our overriding reason to be grateful and happy. It's our reason, our overriding reason, the reason that cancels everything else out. It's our reason to be happy even as we continue to daven and anticipate and really prepare for revealed miracles in every part of our lives. So what's on Hashem's agenda today? What's the call of the hour? It's Chol Hamoed Pesach. Hashem wants us to rejoice, to be happy, to celebrate our relationship with Him, to teach ourselves and our children how to be free of parei, how to be free of our Yetzer Hara, to enjoy the gifts Hashem is giving us. Where does Hashem want us to rejoice? In our own homes, in our backyards if we are blessed to have them, on our porches, in our limited spaces, down the block, around the corner, walking around, within the limited reality of our limited resources of energy and money, with our limited selves, with everyone else's limitations. And Hashem says, the only way to be free of all these limitations, the only way to be happy despite all of these limitations, the only way to get out of our Mitzrayim is by Tavdin es Elokim al ha'ar hazeh. It's by belonging to Hashem, by really believing in Hashem, by making our ability to connect with Hashem the overriding cause, the main reason we are happy. So let's think about it for a second. How do you feel when you get a smile, a hug, a gift from someone you really care about? What's it like when you know that someone special, someone important, knows you very well, understands you right now, and truly loves you as you are? Love lifts us up to a place that's slightly above our limitations. Love wraps us up in a bubble, a cocoon of comfort, strength, and light. Just look at a newlywed couple. Just look at a baby. And that's what Pesach is about. Pesach is a time when we celebrate Hashem's love for us. Ahavti eschem amar Hashem. Hashem says, I love you. Who does Hashem say that to? To you and to me, to each of us. Out of all the billions of malachim in all the heavens, out of all the billions of people in the world, Hashem wants to have an intimate relationship with us. Ahavti eschem amar Hashem. I love you. Hashem says that to you, to me, to each of us. Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim, and Hashem takes us out of Mitzrayim every day. That's what we're celebrating now. Every time we do a mitzvah, we are in Hashem's embrace. If we let Hashem's love for us matter, we can feel reassured, protected, and comforted by His love. Like Reb Mendel in the Soviet prison, who said, I was a servant of Hashem, and I still am a servant of Hashem, even though my circumstances changed. The reason for my life didn't change. My purpose didn't change. My core reality didn't change. That's why I'm happy. When our ability to serve Hashem is the reason we are living, then every moment in which we are able to serve Hashem is a reason for our wholehearted happiness. A reason that overrides all other circumstances and conditions. It's an agenda that is bigger than our personal agendas. So look around your house, Look around your relationships and your life and see it all as the space in which Hashem is asking you to serve Him. How will you serve Him? Where will you make a difference? Find a way to share His love. Find a way to share a little bit of kindness for no reason other than this is what Hashem wants of us. Find a way to let Hashem's presence in your life make a difference to you. Be kind to you. Be kind to yourself. Be happy with who you are. You are Hashem's daughter, and He is taking you. He is taking all of us out of our Mitzrayim today. A Guten Moed, and happy going out of Mitzrayim.